that's not really gay.
I have man fun with myself. Like I don't know, man.
He said, man, phone.
Yo, any nigga here that doesn't have fun with themselves on their own time.
Hey, bro, I don't. You know, I don't.
Them, that nigga is lying.
I don't trust you.
Lying.
Now I don't trust you. You get me? Now I know.
Hey, look, he tried to do it on the sly. He slipped.
I'm gonna let you know.
These niggas.
In other words, alright, shout out to make this bit quiet, but yeah. What's good, you? It's your boy, Madonna aka Axel. It's MMG Day, and I know you guys looking forward to that. So everybody in yourself.
Bruv, you know your mic kind of cuts in and out. Like it's like, is it just me or can anybody else hear that?
Nah,
It's this damn echo we've been talking about for like the past half hour, 45 minutes. I just said, so niggas.
You might need to do the show like this, like just hold it up.
Yo. Anyway, introduce yourself. Cass, you know, everybody else is professional.
yeah, I didn't hear any of that cover, but yeah, Cass, I heard that. So yeah, Cass, you're gonna be. You already know what time it is. Come check out my channel. Yeah, I'm gonna be uploading a whole lot of other stuff, man. Starting off with the relearning of Gen, the go for Gen. Check that out. I've got a trailer that I bought recently. Definitely check that out. But yeah, Cass, good.
Yo, Starmatic out here. You know, I'm not really big on the uploading scene. I've just started uploading a few games I started playing, showing some of that talent, you know, showcasing and that. But yeah, man, come check me out, Starmatic. I'm out here with Madonna Saigon, Caster God, and TC3. You know, all well-respected gentlemen in their respective fields and doing their thing. I'm honored to be here right now. Thank you very much. Yo, T.
It's TC for your grandma's favorite game. I'll tell her when she goes past the dollar store, I want some Panda Pops and some Push Pops. You know, grandma does it best. And I want some pecan pie. For real, like tell grandma it's going down this week. But yeah, just streaming, check out the channel.
Yeah, and it's been a low week as far as video game reviews and stuff that hasn't any big stories or announcements. So today we just talk about kind of old school versus new school gaming and things used to happen and whatnot, and you know, just see how we think about that. So first topic, let's just start off with
I'm guessing you said, what have I been playing?
Yeah.
All right. I real talk. You know, work has taken over a lot for the past 2 weeks. I'd say maybe even more. Maybe since the last time I've been here. But yeah, I downloaded that Lara Croft, that Tomb Raider, that definitive edition, and I must say I'm pleasantly impressed, man. I'm surprised. It's I feel like it's a cross between Uncharted and Last of Us. It feels like the love child of those two games. Like the Uncharted, the whole adventure aspect, you know, free climbing sort of thing. And in regards to The Last of Us, you know, in The Last of Us, when they used to do that listening out mode where like you went silent, you could kind of pinpoint where everybody was. Lara's got like a basic instinct mode that she goes into, where she kind of knows where the enemies are, and like it highlights specific key features in the game. So I've been playing that. Sorry, I had to slide that out. I've been playing that. Got quite far. Still need to finish it, to be fair. Jumped on for my one-time Street Fighter revival. You know, my one-time Street Fighter revival.
Okay.
I had a little one-and-done game, you know. So yeah, you know, I've been playing Street Fighter since.
Okay.
I've been playing Street Fighter since I was a youngin', you know. Like, I can't wait for number 5 to come out. Jumped on that a little bit. You know, I keep it with GTA 5. Black Ops still going ham. I'm playing a few games. I added Lara Croft to the
repertoire.
Yeah, to the repertoire. Thank you, T. To the fold. And Destiny's been put in the box right now. Destiny's taking a side seat, but
We need to run that raid. I still haven't run.
Oh yeah, for real, bro.
you man need to get your light up, like real talk. Call an electrician to come in to sort out your shit because you need to get your light up. Alright, like
EDF is not fixing this problem, you know. But the legal system is fucked for me and Cash, you know.
nah, real talk. I'm down though. If anytime you might want to play like Crucible or just run a few strikes or even do the raid, like I'm down. I'm here. But yeah, those are my games right now. Sorry for taking up that time, but yeah.
That's cool. I've been playing what's the ESO. Listen, let me tell you something. Yes. This shit is like Lord of the motherfucking Rings in this bitch. Like I've literally just now got to level 11. So I've opened up all the PvP areas now, and literally it's like 200 people versus 200 people, bro. Like it's like mad. Like you look and it looks amazing, like bro. Like you know, one of the ones that I walked into like the Elf City and I was just trying to be a real road man about even I'm playing MMO. And then I walked out of this valley thing, and there's this massive tree like where all the bases is up. It is huge, but like the sense of scale in that game and just how it plays, it's like Skyrim with your friends, man. So I'd recommend that to anybody who wants to play that. Definitely a must buy.
Nah, straight. Me myself, what have I been playing? Mainly Bloodborne, to be honest. I'm getting a bit of Street Fighter in there as well. This year I'm definitely trying to get my practice on again. Trying to bring that guy back up, or bring my game to that guy back up again. And yeah, that's been it really. I mean, Bloodborne's really been holding me down. Like the old hunters, that new DLC is real cool, man. Real cool. It's really got me back into the whole feel of the game. So I'm still in that right now.
Okay. As for me, I don't know. I haven't really played that much this week. Played a little bit of yeah, I think that's a little bit. I just played a little bit of Street Fighter. I swear, did I play anything? Yeah, I had a camera with me. I don't know why y'all laughing. I said nothing. This is what happened. I gotta go.
What happened was
one game of Street Fighter.
My passport ain't come through, and then called me at the border.
I played against Slim once, and then he ran away after the most last possible. I don't know.
Yeah, cause that Slim guy, boy.
Oh no! See, that's
the third time.
That is how non-memorable the gameplay Street Fighter style is. When it comes to anything else, I can remember you. Oh, you know what? That's my game style. What the heck? When it comes to talking Street Fighter, you are not memorable. So I'm that.
Hey, can you man hear this? Can you man hear this shade right now? Like,
it feels like the shade pit right now. It feels like the shade pit right now.
You give man a good left and a right, and he gets shady like this.
No, so real talk. How can you have a match which is laggy as hell?
Hey, look, I was using equipment I was not fond of. You know that. Okay. Anybody watch any? No, hold on. I need to put this out there. Anybody watching this stream right now? Tell me that it's not difficult or unpleasant playing Street Fighter with the official PlayStation pad or whatever. In comparison to playing with either a fight stick or a fight pad. Like you can't.
Before you say that, don't put that out there because there's certain people in the community that will try and roast you and say that you're saying that you can't play competitively and if you play on pad, they'll try and mark you out.
No,
they can do that. No, but number one, they can do that because that's fine. Because I'm not a professional Street Fighter, so what? I was gonna say roast me, no homo, but do whatever you want, yeah. Say whatever you want, I don't mind, but I'm just talking about preference. Like shoulder buttons, like come on, man. Especially when you've got triggers. I ain't trying to put no buttons as triggers. You're not gonna have the response time, and it's not gonna feel as good when you're playing it. But having something that's got all face buttons, like a fight pad or a fight stick, definitely preferable, in my opinion. Anyway, I would like to know what other people think if they're gonna say that. But
that guy that was put in the group, he was a psycho.
He was just trying to troll.
He was that. You know what? That's what I'm saying. That's the dangerous thing about YouTube gaming, because some people will watch your chat and they'll see that you're throwing, and they just start hating.
Yeah, for real.
what that comment come from is because basically I made a comment about the PlayStation. I made the same comment you made, Star. I said basically the PlayStation Pad isn't
Ideal,
really
yeah.
yeah. And then some Xbox guy took it upon himself to say that I apparently said that if you use a controller, you can't play competitively. When that's bullshit. When there's people like Wolfcrone and there's people like
Luffy.
Luffy, who won either with a pad. And the thing is, this.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. Like, but I know somebody that was playing with who plays with a PlayStation 1 pad, bro. And that's his preference. That's his preference. But remember, PlayStation 1 pads don't have triggers.
Yeah.
They don't actually have triggers. So boy, you know.
Very true. Because it's doable.
Exactly.
Yeah, but basically, that guy wanted to get some kind of attention because he's a weirdo. He tried to say that I said that if you use a controller, you can't play competitively, and that just wasn't my talk. My whole tournament is all bad. Well, it is adequate for fighting games. It's just not. It's not on point. There's too many factors that go into that pad being moved. So it is what it is. But anyway, onto the topic now. Old school gaming versus new gaming.
Let's go.
Now, I know there's a lot of people that are, younger in the gaming community, and they see things like this, and the game getting and I think, what happened? Why aren't they here? Obviously, it's because of Sega's bad decisions. But at the same time, Sega, and to some extent, even companies like Atari and whatnot, Commodore, have some ideas for gaming and stuff back in the day. Do you know what I'm saying? So, what do you think of the current climate of gaming now? Do you think it's in a good place or kind of in a sketchy place?
The current what? Sorry, could you repeat that? The current what of gaming?
The current climate of gaming and stuff.
Oh, okay. In comparison to back in the day, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so I see you were about to say something. I was just asking what the question was. I see you can go first, Rude Boy.
All I was gonna say was that. Do you know what? I feel like saying I like the place where we are now in regards to gaming, but that might be because we've come from such a weird space. Like, I mean, for me personally, I think the earlier generations were a lot more. I don't know. I think it's just numbers. The volume was a whole lot more volume in regards to the good games that were out. It wasn't like just one blockbuster. It'd be like 3 blockbusters in one week. Do you know what I mean? And it would be like that. It would even be like that bi-weekly or at least monthly. You know what I mean? At the very least, there's always a big title that was just coming out, and it was always of really serious quality. But saying that, time can put rose-tinted lenses on anything. You know what I mean? Well,
sorry, my bad. No, I was just gonna just brush up on the point that Cass just said right there, and he made the point of saying like the volume, the quantity of good quality titles was sick, and what I reckon has kind of replaced that now is the fact that because we've got the capabilities of adding new content to games through DLC and downloading stuff, you're not getting that volume. Like, people are just adding on to what's already there. Like, for example, all the money and resources and time and energy they could spend in making another game, they're like, you know what? Nah, let's just add to this Call of Duty, or let's just add to this Destiny instead of making a new game, and it kind of prolongs the game that way. So you're getting more content in games technically, but less games, less varying.
And to add to what you're saying as well, like, I think it's a kind of sort of a thing where, like, games, the quality control of games is a lot lower. Like as we look at, like, if we just look at, like, take away graphics and just take away all the other stuff that technology changes, and we just look at the titles and the completeness and the gameplay and the graphics that they had at those times, titles used to come out a lot more complete than they do now. And I think it's the industry's got really lazy with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're just like, hey, we're just gonna put this in after. It's like,
we'll fix it later. Yeah. them ones
and
there.
the thing about back in the day is like, if people wanted to bring out different iterations, and you guys know from being Street Fighter guys, they would have to bring out a whole new game. You know what I'm saying? There was Street Fighter, then was Street Fighter Turbo, there was Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and then
Oh my god,
and those
the
are just
rinses.
basically, those would be things that would be patches or DLC now. You know what I'm saying now? Or they'll charge you extra for, but they were whole games, and they put that, and you felt like a whole game, even though they were, you know what I'm saying? If you want to be like the iterations on the earlier ones, they were actually complete games in themselves.
Can I ask a question? Can I ask, like, what do you men think, yeah? What do you men think about the whole DLC aspect? Because do you think, I think that the gamers have been given a lot more power than they previously. I mean, look at the way technology's evolved right now. Like, we can, like with Twitter and YouTube or whatever, we can directly communicate with celebrities, game developers, so we can directly influence them. But at the same time, it's like, has it become a state where gamers are behaving like they're entitled, like as if they deserve it? Because think about it, like, remember back in the day, like if you came out and if a game came out and it had a character on there that was seemingly broken, like, you were fucked. Like, there's no DLC on. Like number one, like
Marvel 3 and Sentinel, aren't you?
Yeah, like there's no DLC on SNES. Like, there was no DLC on Mega Drive. But now it's like, if enough people bitch about something, oh, we have to change it. Like, I mean, oh, like, I don't know, like. I think
that's kind of,
is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I think that's an illusion for the most part, because I think what the games developers and game developing costs so much money nowadays that if it's a AAA title, yeah, you can tweet a developer, but is your tweet 50,000 tweets gonna have that much effect? Yeah, they made it afterwards, but I mean,
yeah, but look at Killer Instinct though.
But certain ones are the same.
What I was going to say is that I think the fact that the community has impact on you know where the direction that games go is definitely a good thing, because that's how what we want. Like, fair enough, it be happening in the volume that we like it, as in with all company games and whatnot. But at the same time, I mean, think of things like even with Street Fighter, the community has had its impact on the direction they've brought the game now. Like, do you know what I mean? It wouldn't be what it is right now if it wasn't for this community. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
real
that's
talk.
You know what I mean? So,
hey, bro, but at one point, Street Fighter was the only, because remember when Capcom were in that danger, they were in the red, and Street Fighter was really the only thing popping off. To, like, even Resident Evil was flopping a little bit. So boy, I feel they were in a vice. I thought they were like, fuck, if we don't keep the fans happy at this point, we're done. So
Especially after Street Fighter cost Tekken. Especially after Street Fighter cost Tekken, man.
Yeah,
the way that turned out, that was literally like the breaking point. Man. They was like, okay, we have to really start listening to these people, or else it's gonna be nuts. But as far as the me personally, I really don't like the practice, man. Like coming from console gaming, I do not like the process.
It's the money.
Yeah. I don't like the process of like shipping a game that's not like complete. It's like back in the day, like Sega Saturn, even Genesis. Let's say you get a fighting game, there'd be at least like 23 characters on this. You know what I'm saying? Look at the first Tekken. Every character, every normal character, there was a secret character. You know what I'm saying? And that actually gave you more to do, more to achieve.
An incentive, yeah.
Yeah, to reason to play the game. And now they literally, it feels like they're taking out content just to have you pay for it after. Whereas before it felt like you was playing a fully finished content and being rewarded with extra content for actually playing the game. And now the aspect of gaming has lost beyond by having $2.99, $5.99 and other price points like that. So as far as the whole DLC revolution goes, to tell the truth, I'm not a fan of it, man. Not at all.
You know what? To answer your question, your original question of where do you think the state of gaming is right now in contrast to the past? Obviously, there's both pros and cons, negatives and positives for what's going on. But like, I have to agree with you to an extent, actually, because I think that, like you said, like the quality control, like, oh yeah, like we're gonna put out a game, but if it's not entirely finished, don't worry, because we can fix that later on, like, and we'll keep flooding them with content and charging them more
Yeah.
And I feel like at one point, like this, okay, online is really obviously for the last few years, maybe a decade perhaps, has taken off a whole heap. But I don't know. I don't know if it's just me. But um, last generation, I felt like a lot of games were just fobbing us off. I don't want to say fobbing off because even though some of them were fun, but I think that to increase longevity in the games, they were like, "Yo, let's just throw some zombies in there." Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like zombies were everywhere. Like, it's like, and I'm not saying I don't like zombies, but come on, man, monotony sets in with repetition, like.
Yeah, but do you know what the thing about it is this is what I'm saying. It's the industry and it's the money factor of the industry that changes shit. Because when World of War came out with zombies, it was that crazy thing that happened that was the reward for the end of the campaign. You got to the end of the campaign and you're just like, what the fuck is this? Man's got to try and kill as many zombies as possible. And then they understood, oh, people play this. Let's bring this out as something else. And I'm not necessarily thinking that zombies is a bad idea about it. It's just things like Evolve, like Evolve's DLC.
It's just lazy to me.
Yeah,
it's just like
DLC was like crazy. Hey, you've got all these animals and all these contents. We're gonna charge you for every single monster and every single hunter, or you have to buy a season pass. The fuck is a season pass?
Now here's the thing. No, we just talk about. Sorry. So, because I just want to ask you a question, Cass, please. Let me just ask you this. Now that they've announced Mortal Kombat X,
I knew he was gonna ask that.
yeah, because basically on day one, Cass got the season pass. You know what I'm saying? And they never gave you anything.
Alright, you know what? Boom. Definitely, there's lots of bad examples of DLC. Mortal Kombat, one of them too. Like, but then you've got games like GTA. Everything that you might have told me about GTA,
Hey.
how you do DLC properly. That's the first. Second,
Hey, big up Rockstar. Sorry.
This is what I'm saying. No, real talk. We rate teams like that. Yeah. But there's also Warframe. That game, the way they handle their DLC, anything that you can buy, anything that they will sell to you, you can actually find and do in the game. Yeah, and that's a free-to-play game on top of it. So they didn't even get the luxury of getting that first purchase. You get me? And they're still managing to do that, and the game is still going today. Like, I don't know. I don't think it's probably as strong as it was before, but it definitely held its time. So I think we're in regards to DLC. There's good ways of doing it. Like, I think it can definitely work and would be something that's definitely remembered in a good light in regards to this generation's of video game.
Yeah, well, like, do you know? DLC is a brilliant concept. Do you know what I'm saying? The ability to like, it's just like going to a restaurant, having a nice meal, yamming the meal, and just being like, actually, can I have a little bit of Filipino grease? You know what I'm saying? You get a little piece of Filipino grease, but I don't want to be charged for that Filipino grease. I came in with steak and bread.
It's not like you ordered a whole new meal. Like, yeah, it's just not.
Do you know what it is as well?
This is why the Pinot Gris should be. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
But just to add to that as well, like, I think one company that does do DLC very, very right is Rockstar. With GTA 4.
Big up Rockstar.
Yeah,
Bang.
Nah, I'm just being honest. Like with GTA 4, it was we weren't getting more space on the map. We weren't getting this, that, and the next. We were getting totally different stories within the same cities, and it was like anybody who played GTA 4 and played all the DLC couldn't agree with me that it was amazing to see the city, and you saw the city in a totally different way the first time you got on the bike on the Lost and you was driving with your bike crew, or the first time you was like fucking working in the club scene for Gay Tony. Like it was just totally different experiences like that were and different stories that were in the same world. Now, but those were DLC that I didn't feel bad about paying for. The Taken King, on the other hand.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Now you know what, do you know when I felt insulted, bruv? When you made me pay for DLC, yeah, alright, you added 1-2 weapons in there or whatever, but I felt insulted when I was playing a level that was supposedly a new level, and I was just playing an old level backwards. I was like,
You
when I was fully like, no, wait, hold on, I paid money for this. This is not fair. Like, this came out of my wallet, and you're making me play. It's like running a race in reverse. Like,
it's like going to, it's like calling a gourmet burger restaurant and asking for a gourmet fillet chicken burger and then bringing you a steak burger, fam. Like, what are you doing, bro?
But the thing is, with the Destiny DLC though. Like, you're not just paying for what you get at that moment in time, you're paying for the extra shit after. I know that it's dumb, and like, I'm not excusing it because
There you are.
No, it sounds No, I do like.
I like Destiny, but I like Destiny, but we can't be ignorant, bro. We can't be biased and just say because we enjoyed the game that they're not taking the piss to a certain extent.
They are taking the piss.
They are taking the piss without a shadow of a doubt. But like the way I see what they're trying to do. You know what I mean? It's hard to appreciate, especially when like when anyone spends their money, especially like man, we want to know that we're getting our money's worth. They wouldn't be thinking, oh yeah, line might be a good investment. No, we like to buy shit. That's doing the job right there and right there. Destiny, fair enough. Like as that right there, then it was alright, but a little bit lackluster. You get me? But at the same time, the new order the other updates that they're going to be doing throughout this year are supposed to be free. You know what I mean? So as much, but you wouldn't be able to access them if you don't have the DLC. I think that's how it works.
But you can't do that in this game era. Like Rockstar come up with one game, and all the DLC has been free, fam. And the game it's like a year and a half of DLC for free, fam. Heist for free, fam. Clothes for free, fam. Them things that we're having to buy for £1.50 on PSN and that for like extra clothes skins and cars and that. Like, bro, they just gave us to us for free. So you can't. If you're a AAA title and you're doing this DLC thing, you can't be doing it no different than how Rockstar are doing it. Because the thing about it is they're making all their fan base feel like, alright, cool. When the paid DLC comes, blood, I'm definitely paying for it because we've got so much for free.
Bro, you know what? If we literally cannot reel off all the DLC that they. I mean, like let's go what Halloween, Valentine's Day, all that stuff, Christmas, heists. I know heists took a minute to come out, but they came out. High rollers, all yachts, clothes on clothes on clothes on clothes, cars on cars on cars on cars, jewelry, face paint, customization of all.
This is what I'm saying. Rockstar's like the only company that will bring like exactly what the PC gets to the console, bro. Like, it's crazy. Like, and they're the only company that's doing it right.
And then I'm not trying to obviously make Destiny look bad. However, like you're getting something that is more. I mean, okay, cool. They gave us the Dreadnought, but I'm not a moron, bruv. The Dreadnought is not that big. The only reason it seems big is because you won't let me pull out my Sparrow when I'm there, so I have to walk everywhere. And that's why it seems large, bro, but it's not. Like, it's a boyman, and
it's not. It is actually. Yeah, me, Matt. Yeah.
Look at this guy.
It's some decorations on the tower come Halloween and Christmas time, and some Sparrow races. That's the only thing we got free from. And the Sparrow races
we can do the Carlton dance every now and again. Like let's play some.
To buy that though, so man didn't get that.
That's real dough. Like that's real dough. Like pay for your silver now.
No, it's definitely a shit model. But one of them boys. Some people are doing it. More
this guy's got snacks. Like what?
Yeah.
Take cheeky bites and that.
So back in the day, that's what I'm saying. Back in the day, we had multiple experiences. Now, do you think, like, would you trade the kind of games we get now for the games we got back in the day with online?
Yeah, you know what? I don't know if you can ask that. I don't know if you can ask that question right there because the same principles, and the same principles would apply for today, right? Because back in the day, they spent, like you said, the time and quality was there. Obviously, there wasn't DLC, so they had to remake a new game if they wanted to make any additions or anything. But so not remake, create a new game. But look how much time and quality they put into it. They've actually made solidified icons that have survived decades, bruv. Sonic, Mario,
See, this is
Crash
what I was
Band,
gonna say.
like them guys right there, and like this kind of puts us nicely on to Sega as you were discussing before. But bruv, they've got games people are still screaming out for today. They've got consoles people. Hey man, look, a man just dropping it right there. They've got consoles that people are still screaming out for today. Dreamcast 2. I've seen fan made adverts to try and inspire Sega to make Dreamcast 2. Shenmue, everybody's crying out for that game, bruv. People forget, fam. People forget that that Sega had Street Fighter on there at one point.
Yeah,
But this is what I'm saying. I think
yeah.
every industry has to kind of get, you know what I'm saying, just like waterized and saturated and very commercialized. And I think that's what industry do. E3, everybody like indie this, indie that, but indie this. But realistically, it was because there was Call of Duty every year and Assassin's Creed every year. There was, you know what I'm saying, there weren't any titles that were just standing. I think now maybe in 2016 we're gonna be getting to that point where we're gonna get a lot more like meaty content, and people are going to try and give us like thought-provoking stories and different ways to tell stories that only video games can tell, which will I think definitely define the medium. Because that's what I've said to people so much. So they're like, oh, you play video games. I'm like, yeah, but like I'm telling you, if you played the beginning of The Last of Us and you didn't feel a little bit choked when man was holding his daughter in your arm,
Now you man are moist. What are you talking about? Man's a man out here.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not going to lie, fam. I was there, but I was holding myself. I was like, no, after all the bullshit we went through. No. But this is what I'm saying. Yeah, and those experiences that you can only get on a video games console. They're only gonna get deeper with VR and the 3D controllers and all that sort of shit.
Again, sorry to interrupt you. You did have stories like with a narrative that's strong back in the day.
Yeah, no. This is what I'm saying. I'm saying that's the undercurrent of gaming that I think is going to shine through now, because you have to go through the bullshit commercial stage. Every industry goes through that. The hip hop industry is probably coming out of that stage right now. We're very commercial, bougie, this, that, and the next, and now everybody's like, well, I'm fucking tired of that shit. Let's get back to the real and let's get back to the core. Let's tell stories that only the medium can tell.
It always takes a pioneer, though. I mean, like, and that's what
there are a lot of them out there.
That's what I reckon that Kendrick, like, in regards to the hip hop you're talking about. But yeah, I don't know who that could be. Rockstar for the gaming industry.
Oh no, hell no!
I think I know who it is. I wouldn't say
Kojima
with Sony.
Okay, hold on.
I forgot about that, you know.
Yeah,
I don't feel the direction of gaming is going to be going in the direction of the AAA titles. Yeah, they're going to control the dominant market, but the indie experiences are getting so good now, like that they can't really be called indie experiences anymore. There are like a lot of games that were indie games that were crazy games. Like Valiant Hearts was nuts. Like the story in that game, just the way that it, like I did history. We all did history. That was a way of the world that I'd never seen. You know what I'm saying?
Basically, it needs to get back to a time where the RT games are the big games. Now, remember back in the day, games like Jet Set Radio. That was AAA. AAA. And nowadays you can exactly have a game where you be like, okay, the actual gameplay is having a job and getting up and going to work and not necessarily fighting every 2 seconds. Like, boom. When I tried to explain Bloodborne to Hyper, let's just call him that. And do you know what he asked? He said, why do you guys play it? Is it like Call of Duty? I was like, oh my god. No. But at the same time, I can understand why you have that view, because
it's the generation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And to be honest, like, watch this now. We're in a point now where, like, think about it. Right now, we're at a tipping point, and the only reason I say this is because of No Man's Sky. Like, that's the only game that's kind of like in the past 2 years have really made me think, alright, cool. Gaming is gonna change dramatically very soon.
No,
I don't really care about that game.
no, but you know what,
I don't know what's going on, but I don't know why I don't like that game.
No. This is what I'm. No, but this is what I'm saying. Imagine E3 5 years ago, and the main stage on the PlayStation, them showing a game that actually has no real gameplay that they can show you, and it's just about exploring. Like there's no actual like, hey, go here. There's no that would have been unheard of a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? Because we were on this mad Call of Duty super movie like.
Yeah, but that's just variation, and that's a good thing. That's just pioneering.
Yeah, but on the base level, they're pioneering on such a drastic level on a base level because the architecture that they're building to make the procedural world is built by like 4 or 5 guys in their studio. You know what I'm saying? And that is technology that could change the way that in new game developers make games. So, all right, cool. You want a game that's as big as GTA or on your whole planet? Guess what? Now they've made the technology for you to procedurally generate certain things, and you know what I'm saying, populate your world. So you can now focus on the storytelling. You can focus on, you know what I'm saying, the gameplay more. And I think that's what No Man's Sky is going to change about the thing. I don't think the game is going to be amazing. I don't think it's going to hit like people think it's going to hit. But I think the undercurrent of the technology that these guys are going to be creating is going to be insane. Because you put that in some of these small developers' hands, and like we'll get some like crazy games.
I don't reckon developers really rely on technology because we had in the 8-bit generation, we had people still innovate. Like the first Metal Gear was made in the 8-bit. Do you know what I'm saying? So he thought stealth. Well, it was actually due to technical limitations why he came up with that game, but still, it was still possible to innovate. I don't reckon like developers like how could I say? I don't reckon they should base their imagination around the box which is in front of them. You know what I'm saying? Put limitations on the imagination.
But you know what? Yeah, Margo, just like you said. Sorry, bro. Yeah, I was gonna say just like your point there.
Yeah.
That just goes to show your gaming intelligence or your diversity. Like if you can turn around and be like you said, that kid came and been like, oh, is it like Call of Duty? That's an ignorant comment. That's an ignorant comment because like no, real talk. I didn't even know who you're talking about, but it's an ignorant comment because not everything can be like one genre. Not everything can be accumulated. So like people will probably turn around and be like, nah, Gears of War is the best game ever made because of the generation they're from. Whereas certain men will turn around and be like, nah, Pac-Man's the best game ever made. I don't care what else comes after that. Blah blah blah.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? But you have to think about the era you're in. You have to think about the genre you're playing. You got to think about what's available at the time.
And as well, what you have to think about is when we were playing video games in the Sega generation, all right, gaming was big, but it's nowhere as big as it is now. So what you have to remember is that when something gets bigger, you're going to get so many more people that think that they know about gaming or think that they have that knowledge, but are on a base level. You are very, very casual. I'm not saying casual in a bad way, because it's cool to be a casual gamer. I play Candy Crush every now and then. I play Angry Birds. I enjoy all gaming, you know what I'm saying? But that's what we got to remember is that the voice of the masses is going to be of those people who play Call of Duty and play Assassin's Creed, because it's been shown year after year that they're going to come out and they're going to break through your bank. You know,
well, here's the thing. I don't reckon this should ever. It's all good to bring in a new casual audience, but you should never change to accommodate that audience.
Oh no.
Because they came in because of the realness. They came in because gaming was dope. You know what I'm saying? So if we keep gaming dope and artistic like the same way we should be keeping hip hop, everything should be good. But when you're making every game the same kind of generic first person shooter, it's not really going to keep everyone's interest for a long time. Even those new people who you brought in, because even they're going to want something new.
But the thing is, one thing it does, that also catering for other people. What later? Play echo. Catering for other people does inspire creativity though, because like for example, the fact that Candy Crush has done so well, like that's going to spark something. That's gonna that could bring someone that was a casual gamer at first and turn them into something more hardcore.
And see, that's good. That's good.
Do you know what I mean?
But when 100 companies think, okay, Candy Crush is done good, so let's make our own Candy Crush. That's what
that's always gonna happen.
Yeah, and think about the growth. Like, you have to sacrifice maybe some of your hardcore base or some of your being so hardcore to bring in a new audience to make the actual gaming. The gaming itself grow. And I mean, that's just like growth. It's like hip hop. Hip hop had to get pop in order to get as big as it is. And now people are crying out for the real.
Not really. But the people, people were attracted to hip hop before. Let's say, who can we think of as a really dry mainstream artist? I'm not gonna say Eminem.
No, let's just say it like this, yeah. Like, how many more new hip hop fans are there now? There's this trap.
But there's new hip hop fans now because it's part of culture now. In the early 80s, early 90s and stuff, it was just black culture. But it's become so widespread now. That's not culture anymore. So if you grow up trying to avoid it, you know what hip hop is. The same with gaming is now. Like, if you're gonna have a phone, so you're gonna obviously be subject to some kind of game, either whether it's through advertising or playing on yourself, because you're gonna see it on that. So it's like gaming is part of culture now, same way hip hop is.
For sure.
Yeah. Definitely, and I think that's like everything that's happening right now is just the breaks, like, you know what I mean? That just comes through. Like, it's because gaming is so like you got I don't know, just a saturation of
but you know what? That's where the irritation comes in for me. As much as I want what I have an interest in to be viewed as,
Or to keep pure.
Yeah, like look, I'm saying, as much as I want something I have an interest in to be viewed as something substantial, something that's obviously as in depth, obviously you get that when you have growth and popularity. At the same time, the exploits are just too much, and as everybody knows, once more people are more and more interested in something, companies will look to exploit that to the fullest. So they're gonna charge. Look at the ridiculous prices we're paying for certain things these days, bro.
Like digital games.
Bro, that's another stream. That's another stream. That's another stream. But boy, I'm like think about it. But now that they just look to exploit it, and obviously now that it's popular, they're like, raw, to maximize our profits, what can we do to obviously and that's all it's gonna be, and it's irritating. But to an extent, you need that for growth.
Commercialism, though, and that's what gaming has become slightly in order to grow. And you know what I'm saying, you've got to get commercial. You've got to.
Well, think about it. So the PlayStation 2, yeah. At the moment now, highest grossing console of all time.
Now the PS4 ain't that before.
No,
PS2 is
over 170 million. That machine, while it was the most casual out of the other consoles around at the time, that is a hardcore gamers machine, and gaming wasn't mainstream then.
Yeah, no, of course. But think about that.
That is the highest selling console of all time.
Yeah, but the PlayStation 2, how long was that? How long was this life? Like 10 years? Like
it's still going up. They're still selling up. They're still selling
how much is? Okay, hold on. How much is the PlayStation 4 sold? Just because I know, because I'm just.
How much is it?
How many units has it sold today? Right now?
It's like 40.
Like 40 million. Okay. Alright. Well, yeah, no, I hear what you're saying, but I do think it was just all growth, because obviously those new people that got brought in on the PS2 generation stayed on, and there was people who got brought in with the PS3, and there are certain things that have come out that have just turned people who were not gamers into gamers, and I think that has just kind of sort of just made the market a little bit swerve to what the masses would more want, because at the end of the day it's a business and you want to make money in it, right? So you want to make a game that most people are going to play.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I
And you
mean,
know what I'm saying? Sometimes, and we have to say is like, well, like us as hardcore gamers and old school gamers, like the more gaming goes on, the less of the less of us there are.
well, you know what I don't like? It's weird. It's because the games that were the majority and were the really good games, yeah, are being kind of like pushed to the side in
You know
favor
what
of
that is, bro?
bullshit. Like, you see, remember Japanese games, yeah? The games that built this industry. If there was no Japanese games, yeah, we wouldn't be playing on consoles now. That's a fact. You know
You know
what
what
I'm
we
saying?
sound like?
Huh?
You know what we sound like? We sound like them old guys.
I knew you was gonna say that, so but hold on.
It's true,
Oh
though.
yeah,
Listen to what we're saying. Listen to exactly what we're saying.
But here's the thing. Real talk, yeah.
Because we are them
Music, no,
guys.
no, things like music and whatnot, it's subjective, yeah, but it's not even subjective no more. The fact that Japanese games have literally been relegated. Like, fam, do you know?
Yeah.
I was gonna holler at you yesterday. You know what's coming out on PS4? They've got a fucking Cayman Rider game on PS4, man. It looks so fucking wicked.
Serious.
It looks like if you don't buy it, I'll buy it for you. You need to play the game. You know what I'm being serious? It's so fucking. But how did I not know there's a Cayman Rider game coming out until yesterday? Do you know what I'm saying?
yes.
But Uncharted, and there's a Gundam game coming.
Jeez.
There's a
Hey, Gundam's been played. I mean, they've been making Gundam games, like especially in Japan.
Yeah, but you didn't know about that shit.
It's real talk.
Our generation as well, like our generation is so blessed because we've grown up with more technological change than any generation ever before us. So the thing about it is like, think about this right now. The phone that you have in your hand, you can get your whole Sega collection on there. You could probably get your Super Nintendo collection on there, your 64 collection on there. You could even probably play a PS1 game on your iPhone 6 or your PS2 game on your iPhone 6. It's nuts. Like the technology and the change and just the way things have just like grown and grown. It's hard for us not to sound like the old men in the corner because things have changed so much in our generation. Like the change that our grandparents saw. Is nuts. But like the change that we've seen is like exponential, and we're only like a third through our lives.
But here's the thing, with gaming, it's like the experiences we have now, they're not meant to hold and value like the way they used to.
See what I'm saying?
Like games like Call of Duty, Uncharted, and whatnot, they're dope, but they just don't have the same grabbing appeal as old school games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. But because that's for the love and the soul, man. And them games have a special place in people's hearts to bring back memories. And that's what I think was missing from gaming for a while was those experiences that you can go, shit, I can remember sitting on the couch with my boys at 4 o'clock in the morning, like playing fucking Street Fighter.
No, but it's not even just that. It's just that I don't think games are built because they're trying to attract such a casual audience. I think they are mainly trying to make games as accessible as possible, just to let everybody get in and be able to
maximize their profits.
There you go.
That's capitalism, I mean, that's all that fucking industrialism and all that shit.
I mean, like when you had games in the Sega Genesis era, you just press start and then you're just there. It's like, what the fuck?
No, but hold on. Whereas obviously I do agree with that to an extent because you do kind of need, obviously everybody needs a start point. And if you want to introduce someone to, I just believe that there should be levels to this shit. Like somebody who is, casual or fresh or, just new to the game shouldn't be on the level of somebody who's been playing the game who is talented. They shouldn't be able to beat them to that extent. So there needs to be levels to this shit. There needs to be different classes in regards to talent and ability on games, because that will irritate. Like that's what I find most irritating about Destiny. Like, all right, the game to an extent, I know they try to, categorize it in a kind of class of its own, and it's not an MMO, it's not a first person shooter. Well, it really is both of those things, but it's like, for example, the GAT game, right? People can jump on that game like right now and within a certain amount of time be close to the people who played it from day one. And it's whereas I've played games at DC Universe where I am never catching up them man who have started from, not never, but it will be very difficult for me to catch up them man who have started playing the game from day dot. And you do have a sense of, you know, I am good at this game. But whereas the casual aspect comes in, it's just like, you know what, to maximize our profits, let's just make everybody be able to get to this level, and let's give everybody that good feeling. Whereas, you know, it's kind of, it's kind of diminishing the hard work and the pride you would have in the game. It's like, well, fuck this, man.
This is why I've never understood level caps, like especially in Destiny. But I'm like, if anything, like keep having an experience bar, so man can like prestige or something like that. So man knows it, so there's a difference. So there's like a icon by my name that said, yeah, I've got to level 50 60 times. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what playing ESO. That's the big difference, isn't it? Is I was playing it, and it's like, you know, the people that are on a different level because their shit they just look better than me. Like, you were walking around and you'll see a man riding by on a Black Panther with some like firearm and a flaming sword, and I'll be like, what the fuck?
Man's got a Gucci sword sheath.
And I'm like, fam, where do I get this Black Panther from? I want one of them. So man's like, well, I play the game these many hours, I do this things, I've been farming this and and you can see. You know what I'm saying? Like.
See, and that's another thing. The whole showing of experience and stuff. Like in certain games, let's say like Fantasy Star Online, as opposed to Destiny and stuff like that. Yeah, you might have some rare items, but the way you would actually play in the game would be different. You know what I'm saying? Like you would be on another level and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not sure if games nowadays have that much to them, mechanic-wise. It's like if you're good at first-person shooters and stuff like that, you'll pretty much be able to do good on most games across the board. Whereas if you play Fantasy Star Online, you can't exactly jump into Monster Hunter and do well. Trust me and Cass tried that, and for the first 2 months, that shit didn't end well for us.
I'm not just saying words.
You know what I'm saying? My legs got literally folded over my head when I got kicked down the mountain. Yeah, that game was not playing around.
Monster Hunter was serious.
When it was weird because that game's an RPG without a level system, so it's like you end up getting to level 99 and 50, but it's actually in here. The way it works is weird. So it's like
the way you level up, you physically level up yourself. Like you're actually getting better at the game. That's
and that was. Go.
I was going to say the monsters don't seem to get harder and everything. Like they're all difficult. No matter how strong your arm is and shit, it will still fight well. Like to get better at the game.
And this is why I think I got sucked into Elder Scrolls Online, because it's like Skyrim, and Skyrim is very like what you do is the experience you get. So you know what I'm saying, if you use two-handed weapons, you're gonna get better at two-handed weapons. If you use a bow, you're gonna get better at bow. So like that defines like your character and your person and your status in the world anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like if I want to be an archer, so I'm using my bow because I know that's the way that I get better at it. One, and it's the way that I get the experience to get better at it. So, and I mean, there's different progressions to different games and different things. Different work for different people. But I think the pay to win the model has really seeped in to a lot of places.
Hardcore. It's in Gran Turismo, I think they're going to be putting it in Gran Turismo. It's going to be Street Fighter. So, hey, you might be able to win some racks. Like, on some merit. Yay! How much does it count? You know that, man. You play Street Fighter. Mr.
Yo, man, we need to
Yo, by the way, people, we are having the NMG versus the World stream, so PlayStation Nation, we are coming for you. Trust me.
Any game, anytime, any place.
This is what I'm saying. Whenever just holler at us, man. Yeah,
TC. Oh my gosh! Actually, how can we have two secret weapons when it comes to the first-person shooters? We have and Star. Oh no! I know. This is
Bro,
what Star.
this is what happens.
I
Because I know if me and Stas jump on the same team, it's going to be a problem.
Wait a minute, I'm not that shit at first-person shooters. I need to step my game up.
Please, because I'm telling you, even like on the last COD, like man picked the last COD up like literally end of the generation. So I was like, alright, cool, boom. Obviously got to like first prestige quick time, so I was playing with the big boys, and I was waxing, man, and I was thinking, you man are waste.
So okay, hold on. Now, do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
No. I think it was just a thing that happened at the time, because I think now definitely like the player base on COD, from what I've seen on PS4, is much better than it was on like Modern Warfare or like Black Ops like 2 or anything like that.
You know what? Not to take away from my own capabilities on games, and not to say that I don't reckon that, I don't know, the learning period between the games is hard enough from these other guys, but I literally don't play Call of Duty every day like I used to. Like I haven't played for like.
Whatever.
No, listen. I haven't played today. I haven't played today. I ain't played today.
That man, pull up the feed and screenshot.
Pull up the feed, rude boy. Man, I ain't played today. But no, like really, like I didn't play for like weeks, and then I jumped on like yesterday. Wait, was it yesterday or 2 days ago? I jumped on like yesterday, 2 days ago. I was going like 30 and 10, and I was getting some good score. And I know certain men are going to be looking at me like, oh, you think that's good? You think you're good? Bro, listen,
I can play Call of Duty just by the feel of the
yeah, bro, if I'm playing team deathmatch, and if I'm playing team deathmatch, and the maximum kills are 75, and I'm getting nearly half my team's kills.
We might just say names.
I might have to grab that game, you know. Grab that game,
Oh shit! Oh my god! It's like
Black Ops is gonna have to get top.
It's like he took aim and he tried to shoot a fat shotgun. If you know what I mean. It's like he took aim at a fat shotgun. If you know what I mean.
I am quite confused.
It is like he took aim at a fat shotgun. Alright.
I'm trying to decipher this. Feeling quite unintelligent right now.
What would be the opposite of fat?
And what would be the opposite of a shotgun?
Pistol?
What kind of rifle would it be?
So, rifle, stop! Somebody send me a message.
Oh my lord.
Man, we're direct.
You know what? He's a sniper shot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's a sniper when he does this.
Oh,
The slag was too deep for me. Didn't get it.
I fully did not get it, bro. I was like, whoa.
South London.
You're an idiot, man.
This is South London, man. We got love for all London, man. London against everybody, man.
Yeah, no problem.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying? Gaming now. I don't know.
I think we should just wrap that up, because we just read the whole gamut, boy.
Yeah, we went in, no homo.
For the generation.
Yeah. Let me just round that up, man. Oh yeah. By the way, it looks like a certain old man kind of put it out. It's like a certain old ass nigga who we call chickens out.
You know, I was just about to ask.
There's nothing coming of that, fam. I didn't hear no comments.
Like, what happened? What are you talking about?
It's like a certain old ass nigga.
I'll call you.
Alright, cool.
I'm just saying, you put out a challenge. Like, what's going on?
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. We try to handle it like men. So here what? If I hear my name in any other videos, it's gonna get mad for you. it's gonna get real mad for you, fam. Real mad for you, fam. Fuck that. But apart from that, old people.
I'm old as well.
Grown and wise.
We are grown. There's a difference between being grown and old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We are grown. So you know we can drive our own cars and stuff like that. But old people that play video games have started to develop certain conditions like chicken wings and shit like that. And as you can see, their arms like they're not in a chicken wing condition and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, landing a punch on me would be kind of hard. But
Hey, listen, all I'm saying is if you were growing up when video games came out, you can't say you grew up with games. Okay?
There you go. High five, T. High five. High five, T.
That's actually disgusting.
No, this dude on one of his videos. I'm just gonna leave it here. This dude on one of his videos trying to say that his first console was the NES, and he looked like he would have been like 20 when the NES came out.
You know we were begging our parents to get one of them, and man walked into the shop.
He looked like he walked into the shop.
You lot are deep. Why you lot sending? Trying to say man remortgage the house just to go. Man remortgage the house just to go and buy the console. Like, you man are deep. You man are deep.
He was there. He used to go to school as a grown man trading Nintendo cartridges with the kids and stuff. Hey, any of you guys got Mega Man? Who's got Mega Man? I got Mega Man.
These niggas just act like they was just like young when games come out, when they was actually fully grown.
But real talk though, if you're gonna talk shit on the internet, and you know what I mean, talk about people that try like murkage, you might as well just this is about video.
But without Corey, you're beating a dead horse right now. No homo, like
this
guy obviously has not said nothing.
I just want to make sure that it's been said in it, because this way no one can say nothing. This is on the internet.
Second time.
You know what time it is. Get me? So boy, if you're on this, if you're on, get me? Like showing improvement and all that. Like type in this tournament together. Let's just pop it.
Pick your team of 4, and we'll do this.
Like the thing is, it's not a fight. It's just games. Like don't be pulling punches when you're chatting about games. Just say what you mean and mean what you say, man.
You know what I'm saying? There's 4 of us. There's 4 of us. Pick the best 4 out of your team. You're obviously gonna wanna avoid fighting.
My man fully just dragged me in. Like, I ain't got no qualms. I'll play anybody. I don't care. Like,
we're all in the damn car, and we don't.
Let him just know.
Guess what?
Let him just know. It's one and done.
We in this shit.
One and done.
They're gonna look at you.
Oh my God, that's your team.
They're gonna take us all to jail.
One and done.
When you catch that bullet between the eyes, I'm gonna walk out of that arena. I'm gonna put my gun down, take off the bulletproof vest, and walk out of that fucking arena, man. That's all I'm saying. One and done.
But you know what I'm saying? Thank you to everybody that's been coming through to the show. Thank you to all the viewers that keep showed love and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I really want to pause that.
Everybody say your shout outs. Everybody say your shout outs. I'm about to start with Cass.
Yo, like I always say, man, shout out to anyone listening on the stream, anyone that's visiting our YouTube channels and whatnot. Just keep staying tuned for that, and we'll keep it up as well, man. We'll keep up this great content. You'll hear a whole load of jokes, you'll hear a whole load of fuckery, you'll hear a whole load of everything. Keep tuned in. See.
Stop.
Alright, yo, shout out Madonna Saigon, shout out Cass, shout out TC Free, all you men in here, much respect. Everybody that's watching, clearly we're doing it for you, we're doing it because of you as well, so thank you for being here, thank you for interacting. If you are interacting, you know, I mean, a lot more interaction will be very, very welcome. Yeah, just everybody supporting. I want to thank God. I want to thank God.
Not the BT.
I want to thank my moms. You know, my moms for producing such an avid, talented gamer. Like, oh God. I want
Man's thanking his mum for the gaming skills, you know.
Why are you interrupting my speech though?
My bad, sorry, I'm sorry.
No, it's your turn now. It's sorry, but thank you, everybody. It's your turn right now.
Well, listen, shout out my moms.
Why are you shouting at the moms though? Why are you shouting at the moms though?
My mom was listen, yeah, my mom used to make man wait to play Final Fantasy VII before I come home. And if I was playing any missions ahead, she knew exactly where I was. She would come in and call the characters by name. Mom's an OG, Holler Rosie,
Triple OG.
Triple OG. This thing. What? Cloud, you weren't in this place with Cloud before. Anyway, shout the whole Megabyte Mafia, you know what I'm saying, the family, the music team as well. Holler out, my boy JC as well doing the music. As if you guys don't know, we are not just you know what I'm saying, dope gamers. We are all talented musicians in our own right as well. So shout out to everybody doing their music and everybody doing that stuff like that. And just
multi-talented.
And I was just going to say that this is Friday. I want to say shout out to my nephew Andre, R.I.P. Rest his soul. 2016 is MMTM to the fucking fullest.
Rest in peace.
Taking over everything, everywhere this year. That's what I'm saying.
I would just like to give a shout out to everyone that's just been rocking with the channel and supporting us. You know what I'm saying? I know I haven't been uploading any videos this week, but you know what I'm saying? I've been really, really busy. So hopefully next week, I'll be back to the regular schedule. I'd like to give a shout out to everybody on PlayStation Nation, everyone on the Xbox side too. I'd like to give a shout out to Jabari, Kev, Lavon Kaysen, Jamal King, everyone that's just commenting on our site regularly and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to give a shout out to Cass, Star, and TC3. Do you know what I'm saying? And I like to apologize to my stupid cousin for saying some mad shit on the stream. I'm almost getting me in trouble. Do you know what I'm saying? Alright.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Bitch moves, niggas. They're not girls out here. Yeah, they're not girls.
Yeah, I understand. Because you can rap, you know what I'm saying? And you can say what I'm saying is you can say certain stuff.
Stop it.
You can say certain lyrics. And if I try to rap them lyrics,
nigga, don't do a Stacey Dash.
Just do this now.
Alright, that's what I saved you. Everybody, make sure you subscribe to all these guys. The links are gonna be in the descriptions. Peace.
Peace.